I'm holding 9 grams of complete protein in my hand right now. This cost me $0. I found it growing between the cracks in my driveway, and gram for gram, it has more usable protein than the egg sitting in your fridge. But here's what makes this absolutely insane. While 2 eggs give you 12 grams of protein for 140 calories, this wheat gives you 9 grams for just 20 calories. That means per calorie, you're getting 7 times more protein from a plant that most people kill with Roundup. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. I thought the same thing. So I didn't just trust some random article online. I took this to a nutritionist, I cross-referenced USDA databases, and I spent 3 weeks testing this myself. And the results shocked even me. But protein isn't even the craziest part. This wheat also contains more omega-3 fatty acids than any other leafy green on Earth. We are talking 400 milligrams per 100 grams. That's 7 times more than spinach. Here's why this matters to you. Right now, protein prices are at an all-time high. Eggs are expensive. Meat is expensive. Protein powder is expensive. Meanwhile, this plant is literally growing for free in almost every backyard in America, and we've been trained to think of it as a worthless weed. The food industry doesn't want you to know about plants like this because they CA and package it, they can't ship it, and they can't make money from it. It grows too easily. It spreads too fast. And it's too nutritious. So in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what this plant looks like, how to identify it so you don't confuse it with anything dangerous, where to find it in your yard right now, and most importantly, how to use it. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your backyard the same way again. Alright, this is purslane. Portulaca oleracea is the scientific name, but you'll never need to remember that. What you need to remember are 3 things that make this plant impossible to confuse with anything else. Number 1, these leaves are thick and succulent, almost like a jade plant. They're paddle-shaped, and when you touch them, they feel juicy, almost wet. No other common weed has leaves like this. Number 2, the stems. Look at this red color on the stem. This is your safety check. Purslane stems are smooth, slightly red or pink, and they branch out in all directions close to the ground. The plant grows flat, it spreads instead of growing tall. And number 3, the growth pattern. Purslane forms these dense mats on the ground. It radiates out from a central point like a star. Once you see this pattern once, you'll spot it everywhere. Now here's the one plant you need to avoid, spotted spurge. It looks similar at first glance, low-growing, spreads flat, reddish stems. But here's the difference. Spurge has tiny leaves with a dark spot in the middle. Purslane leaves are solid green. And this is the ultimate test. If you break a spurge stem, it releases a white milky sap. Purslane has clear, watery sap. If you see white sap, do not eat it. It's toxic. Okay, now let's talk about why this plant is an absolute nutritional powerhouse. 100 grams of purslane, that's about 1 cup cooked, contains 9 grams of protein. For comparison, 100 grams of cooked spinach has only 3 grams. We are talking 3 times more protein. But here's what makes it a complete game changer. Omega-3 fatty acids. Purslane contains 400 milligrams of alpha-linolenic acid per 100 grams. That's more than any other leafy vegetable. Your body converts this into EPA and DHA, the same omega-3s you get from fish. It's also loaded with vitamins A, C, E, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and iron. This isn't just a protein source, it's a multivitamin growing in your driveway. Alright, so where do you actually find this? The answer is almost everywhere. Purslane thrives in places where nothing else wants to grow. Check the cracks in your driveway. Look along the edges of your garden beds where the soil meets concrete. Check around the base of fences. Empty lots. Sidewalk cracks. This plant loves disturbed soil and hot, dry conditions. It's most abundant from late spring through early fall, but in warmer climates, you can find it almost year-round. Peak season is June through September when it's growing aggressively. Now before you start harvesting, 2 critical safety rules. Rule number 1, only harvest from areas you know are chemical-free. Don't pick from public parks that might spray herbicides. Don't pick from the side of roads where exhaust settles. Your own backyard, a friend's organic garden, clean empty lots, these are your safe zones. Rule number 2, be 100% certain of your identification. If you're not sure, don't eat it. Use the 3 markers I showed you: succulent leaves, red stems, spreading pattern. And do the milky sap test if you're uncertain. When you're ready to harvest, here's the best technique. Don't pull the entire plant out by the roots. You want it to keep growing. Instead, use scissors or just pinch off the top few inches of the stems with your fingers. See how I'm leaving the base and some leaves? This plant will regrow from here and give you multiple harvests throughout the season. You can come back to the same patch every 2 weeks. Harvest in the morning after the dew dries but before the afternoon heat. The leaves will be most tender and have the highest moisture content. You want to collect the younger growth, the tips and tender stems. The older, woodier stems at the base are edible but tougher. Focus on the new growth. Once you get it home, rinse it thoroughly under cold water. Purslane grows close to the ground so it picks up dirt and sand. I usually rinse it 2 or 3 times. To store it, wrap it loosely in a damp paper towel and keep it in a plastic bag in the fridge. It'll stay fresh for about 5 to 7 days, though honestly, it's best used within 2 or 3 days while it's crisp. Or here's what I do. I harvest it and use it immediately. The flavor is better, the nutrition is better, and you're not wasting fridge space. Alright, let's talk about taste because this is where purslane really surprises people. It has a mild, slightly lemony flavor with a subtle peppery note. It's not bitter at all, actually, it's refreshing. The texture is crunchy and juicy, almost like a cucumber mixed with a bell pepper. These thick leaves hold a lot of moisture, which is why it works so well raw in salads. Here are the 3 easiest ways I use purslane. Method 1. Raw in salads. Just wash it, chop it, and toss it with your regular salad greens. The lemony flavor pairs perfectly with tomatoes, cucumbers, and a simple olive oil dressing. You can eat the stems too, don't waste them. Method 2. Sautéed like spinach. Heat a pan, add a little olive oil or butter, throw in your purslane with some garlic, and cook for 3 to 4 minutes until wilted. Season with salt and pepper. This is how you maximize protein content. Cooking breaks down the cell walls and concentrates the nutrients. Method 3. Add it to smoothies. This sounds weird, but purslane has such a mild flavor that it disappears in a fruit smoothie. You get all the protein and omega-3s without any green taste. I throw in a handful with banana, berries, and almond milk. Here's what I want you to take away from this. We've been conditioned to think that nutrition has to be expensive, that protein comes from animals or overpriced supplements, that superfoods are exotic berries shipped from the Amazon. But the reality is, some of the most nutritious plants on earth are growing as weeds in your backyard. Purslane is just one example. So here's your challenge. In the next 24 hours, go outside and look for purslane. Use the 3 identifiers I showed you. Take a photo, and drop a comment below telling me if you found it. If you did find it, try it. Make a salad. Sauté it. Taste it for yourself. And then ask yourself why nobody ever taught you this. Next week, I'm breaking down lamb's quarters, another weed that has more calcium and iron than kale. If you want to see that, subscribe and turn on notifications. The food revolution doesn't start at Whole Foods. It starts in your backyard. I'll see you in the next one.